dłuższego telewizjonnej rewolucji Kevin i Olivia na blogosphere. The international phenomenon. Attack of the Show.
Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. My name is Kevin Pereira, because it says it on the screen, and her name is Allison Hayes.
Guess what? We are coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
And oh, do we have a show today? Let me tell all 12 of you what's coming up. They put it all on the line for America, so we are going gaming with the truth. You'll learn how the Wii is being used for physical therapy at Walter Reed Hospital when we work up a sweat with EA Sports Active. Of course, by we, I mean Allison, because I'm just too pretty to sweat in makeup.
It's what's for dinner. Beef is.
That's really the least sexy thing you could have possibly said. I really think so.
Whatever, don't care. Look at that. Guns. Right there. Actually, I do kind of have muscle. I'm sure you're surprised by that. All right, carry on.
Thank you.
Yep.
Then we asked you what you were planning on doing this 4th of July, and you dutifully answered, so find out what your fellow Attack fans are doing when we check in with our Google Voice.
Yay! Then we've got a viewer-requested review of the T-Mobile MyTouch 3G Slide. It's an Android phone with a slide-out QWERTY keyboard, a 5-megapixel camera, and voice command. And I'm so excited. The Old Spice guy is here. Isaiah Mustafa joins us to talk about smelling awesome, and Kevin's shirt is unbuttoned. Are we getting that? Now he's buttoning it up.
that was for the lady only.
Just for me. Just for me. That's fine.
You want
Guess
to
what
run
we'll do now?
down the top 5 things on the web?
I think we should go around the net.
All right.
So am I supposed to return the favor? Like when it's on your single, I'll just flash my
little
boobs?
glance. Yeah, that's
All
it.
right. Make it happen.
Bonfires are a time-honored tradition among America's youth because, I mean, really, who doesn't like watching things get burned, right? I mean, we enjoy it.
Maybe someone who happens to be one of those things getting burned?
If someone slips, they end up in the fire.
Fire is good though, right?
No.
I'm a firewalker. No, that's not how that
Nope.
works, buddy.
Nope.
You gotta.
I think
Check
we
the
need to let this be a cautionary tale to all would-be bonfire builders this weekend.
Yeah, it's a time-honored thing. Remember, fire bad, kids. Unless it's Fireball Island, in which case, fire awesome, right? Love it.
More than a mere fortune, it's a three-dimensional
Okay, Kevin.
Oh, and then climb in and then.
Kevin, it's awesome, but we totally have to move on with the show. Kevin, come on, this is a show. I get it. It's a sweet game, but like, guys, we were in the middle of a show here. All right, we can't like relive childhood through Kevin. You know what? I'm moving on without you. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Guess what? We're doing the next one.
Watch out for the fireball!
Dogs are man's best friends. If you're in trouble, there is no one else you would rather have around.
Except maybe a firefighter?
True.
Yeah. But unfortunately, in this resurgent clip from the Downer channel, this kid is trapped beneath a falling tree and he has a little less to work with.
Kavasi, what through? Can't feel my legs. Go, girl, go. Go for help, please. Go, girl, go. Kavasi will save me.
Cats are useless.
What?
They're useless.
That's they've always helped me. I disagree.
Really?
Yeah, whenever I meet a cat, whenever I meet a woman that has more than one cat, I know to stay away from her. So that's sort of the.
I got it. Date deterrent.
That guy looked a lot like the Star Wars kid, and it was throwing me off. Like, I know he got out from under the tree and then
He should have
shook
just used
a
the
pole in
Force.
front of the thing. Yeah.
Oh well.
Insults. They're an important part of our language, friends.
You're stupid.
Thank you, Allison. Yes. But they're an even more important part of the language of cinema. Any cinema fans here? Yes. Classic cinema. Where a well-delivered insult can turn a boring scene into a memorable event.
And your Portuguese heritage is the worst the Iberian Peninsula has to offer. It's a good
Get
one.
it? That's a nice insult. I get what you're doing there. Yeah.
It's not as good as these.
Probably
though.
not.
Nope.
I'll use small words that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
Pompous, stuck-up, snot-nosed, English, giant, twerp, scumbag, face.
You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder.
It looks to me like the best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress.
I can see you right now in the kitchen, bending over a hot stove. But I can't see the stove.
Bartfeller! You eat dog crap for breakfast, geek. You play ball like a girl.
Cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, brainless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey he is.
Fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberry.
Elderberries. Oh, I love it.
So good.
Those really were some of the best insults ever recorded on film. I think we all just got put in our respective places.
I think
haven't
so.
we?
Yeah, that will
Yep.
shut us up. That was good.
Definitely. All right, today's number 2 comes to us from the early 90s PBS show Ghost Rider.
Yeah, you guys remember Ghost Rider? Because I didn't really, but okay, one. The show followed a group of mystery-solving kids who were aided by a grammar-minded ghost. Actual show, actual ghost cared about grammar.
More surprising than that, however, is that some big stars were on the show, like a pre-10 Things I Hate About You Julia Stiles.
How about letting me write about the hacker for the next issue?
Do you know anything about hackers? Can you jam with the console cowboys in cyberspace?
What?
Wait. What?
What?
Can you jam with the console cowboys in cyberspace?
What?
Huh?
Can you can we do it? Do we have it? Jam with the
Can you jam with the console cowboys in cyberspace?
What?
Yeah, I mean, say what you will about the questionable fashion sense of the early 90s.
The hat was sweet.
Yes, but that movie was pretty awesome. I gotta be honest.
Wait, they made a Ghost Rider movie?
No. It was the most realistic hacking movie ever made. It was Console Cowboys in cyberspace. They had a packet tracing scene that was out of this world. But I just didn't know that they referenced it then. That caught me off guard.
I kind of like the moose.
What? Yeah. You gotta have a trusty moose sidekick.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, still ahead. Cardboard guns plus After Effects equals awesome.
The moose does all the trace routing.
Of course, obviously.
Of course he would. Our number one ATN is gonna blow your head off. Stick around. It's somebody's birthday.
It is. Policeman 1553. Happy 18th birthday, my friend.
Hey!
There you go. Attack the show, making dreams come true.
You got it. And cue 5 million other requests for birthday shout-outs. Oh, you're a D. Why don't you shout me out? Whatever. And at number 1 today, we have a clip directed by one Clinton Jones.
Sure, he has the name of an awesome blaxploitation character, but he's even better at making movies.
Yes. Here's his After Effects-filled magnum opus. This is called Cardboard Warfare. awesome.
1
10
question.
points.
1 question.
What, you had a question on that?
Where do you get all that cardboard?
Let's just say a lot of hobos were made extra homeless for that, that sketch.
Totally worth it.
It was totally worth it. And they worked out. Good job, guys.
To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
Love the URL. Last week, we asked you, the viewers, what you would be doing on the old 4th of July.
You called our Google Voice number and you let us know.
I'm going to be spending it at home watching TV because I'm not allowed to have fireworks anymore because I shot them at a house and burned it down. I gotta go. I'm going to go into the woods, fight a bear, and when I kill it, I'm going to blow it up with an M80. For the 4th of July, I'm going to read the Declaration of Independence off the Empire State Building. Or my friend shoots fireworks out of his piccolo while riding a unicycle as a clown skydives out of an airplane.
Those were some creative answers. I'm kind of sad because I think the kid who burned his house down, that one's probably true.
That was probably real. Yeah, that is absolutely real.
Yeah.
Oh, our audience. You guys send us a lot of requests. Some of them, not appropriate. I'm sorry, I cannot father your baby, sir.
And no, I will not make a mold of that part of my body, ma'am.
Oh, I think you should still. I really do. But when you ask us to review a product, well, we can actually do that. Viewer requested gadget prom powers activate.
Form of T-Mobile MyTouch 3G slide.
T-Mobile keeps improving their Android phone selection, and the MyTouch 3G slide could be their best yet. New features like the Fades Gallery help you connect quickly to your favorite contacts, while the Genius button uses your voice to call, text, or navigate. Plus, a 3.4-inch touchscreen, slide-out keyboard, 5-megapixel camera, and 8 gigs of storage are all packed in for $180 with a contract.
Vinny is so mad. He's like, that wasn't supposed to be on the show today.
What are you talking about? It didn't even get to the shoulder. That was barely elbow deep.
I know, come on. That was like child's
That's
play right
totally
there.
TV-14. Move along. Let me search around inside you like you're a Cracker Jack box. I'm looking for that Dakota ring.
Here's a phone.
Oh, temporary tattoo. Gross.
Fun times. All right, the MyTouch 3G slide has the familiar rectangular design of the MyTouch series and every other cell phone.
Yes, it's a rectangle. Most cell phones are.
I know.
Except the Samsung Ball.
Can you imagine if you had a phone shaped like a circle?
Just shaped like a nut.
Interesting. All right, so it's a little thicker than an iPhone and a little heavier. The plastic case feels sturdy. So how do you like the design compared to other smartphones?
It's totally fine. It's totally passable.
Yeah?
For me, the biggest thing with any phone like this, that when you have a slide-out phone, is it always feels like, oh, is it going to slide out on accident or get caught? Some people think the spring-loaded action is a little too loose. I thought it was just fine. I felt it slid open when I wanted it to, and stayed closed
I gotta be honest.
to.
I thought the QWERTY keyboard. I feel like this part feels kind of cheap to me.
You know what? We're gonna have to agree to disagree. How about that?
I'm for it.
Okay, done.
I'm for it. That's fine.
It has a 320 by 480 HVGA resolution, which I think is totally made up. Its resolution is basically half the iPhone 4. There's menu shortcut buttons on the bottom, camera and volume control buttons on the side. There's that little G spot there. Just like the real world, you can touch it and nothing will happen. But it's still there for you.
You have to touch it for a very long time for something.
Yeah, I don't have time for that in my life. I really don't. I really don't. You need to just figure it out.
Now, they've really improved the Android interface with the last few updates, 2.1 and 2.2. This phone runs on Android 2.1, so is it as solid as we want it to be?
That's a lot of numbers. Yes.
Yeah.
In addition to Android, HTC Sense interface does make it more user-friendly. It adds the Leap navigating feature, which you'll see right, Sean, when you pinch. Sort of does that sort of Mac OS.
But you can slide to that stuff, too. I don't know.
Yeah, but why slide when you can pinch, sweetheart?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
That's
I think
what all
it
the cool
depends on
kids are
your
doing.
mood. It's like what you're in the mood for.
Well, at least now you have both options
is
there.
true.
It has a 3.4-inch touchscreen with, of course, the pinch and zoom capabilities. QWERTY keyboard is there. It locks solidly, and the keyboard actually is pretty spread out. It has large buttons. It's easy to type on. If you don't want to use the full QWERTY, there's, of course, an on-screen keyboard with the swipe feature for typing. Overall, it's an Android phone. It does what it's expected to do.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to the normal Android features, you get the Faves Gallery, which is a shortcut to your favorite contacts, as well as the Genius button, the G Spot, which we were talking about, that allows for voice commands. So, do they all work?
They're okay.
Yeah.
The Faves Gallery will keep track of your calls and your messages with the people that you talk to the most. That, of course, depends on how many friends you're constantly in touch with and how often you message them. But if it's like me, which is not many, it's very useful.
Would I be in your faves?
Yeah. I'm going to say yes, because we're on TV. Yeah, we are live. I'm going to go with yeah. The Genius button works pretty well. Sometimes it would get the name wrong or the word wrong.
Well, that happens with most voice recognition things.
Yeah, I mean, but this one, like, sometimes I would tell it to send a text to a friend and it would search for Turkish bathhouses.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I mean,
and embarrassing.
Look, it's a welcome detour in my day, just not one I was expecting to take. Overall, it's a decent feature. It works. I don't know that they needed a dedicated button for it. It's more like an app, but it's there. The phone also comes with a 5-megapixel camera and flash, but the image and the video quality were just mediocre. The low-light pictures came out a little blurry, even in daylight. The images just looked dull. That one was not taken during an earthquake. That was just in an editing bay. Of course, there are thousands of apps to download from the Android market. There's still no Angry Birds game, which is redonkulous. It's not Android's fault. It's just my complaint. But there you go. It's an Android phone.
All right, so this phone will cost you $180 with a 2-year contract. At that price, what are we rating it?
But it's important that you said at that price.
Yes.
Because if this were a $99 phone, great. It's not. It's $180 with the contract. So we're giving it 3 out of 5. It's definitely a solid smartphone. Again, a little pricey for what you're getting, considering that you can get the Droid Incredible for only $20 extra bucks at Verizon.
And Verizon.
So there you have it.
Much better network.
All right, that's it for Gadget Prawn, everybody. Remember, for the latest on news and computers and games and tech, go to your internet machine, type in g4tv.com/thefeed.
All right, still ahead. Meet the Old Spice guy.
Yes.
Awesome man of mystery, Isaiah Mustafa, will join us and perhaps seduce us with his silky voice.
His voice is dreaming. Then later we go gaming with the troops at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington. Sure, they can kick our ass at Call of Duty, but will a Wii game be the great equalizer? Probably not. Oh, hey, look, girls jumping on a trampoline, yay! What happens next? Does one of them miss the trampoline? Does one of the girls get launched off the side? Or does the trampoline break? We'll have the answer when we return. Oh, hey, look, girls jumping on a trampoline, yay! What happens next? Does one of them miss the trampoline? Does one of the girls get launched off the side? Or does the trampoline break? Nothing only happened to fatties. Weird. Everybody, we are live.
Yes, and news pioneer woman Kristen Adams has info for ye.
Oh.
You guys always intro me like I'm so much better than I am. Thank you.
You're
Kristen,
awesome.
you're
What are you
amazing.
talking
You're
about?
wonderful. Everybody
Thank
loves
you.
you. You're so fantastic. Look at your
Thank
skin.
you.
You're glowing.
Oh my gosh. It's time to start the feed.
She's all right.
It's Thursday, July 1st, and here are your top stories. If you thought that you were almost done hearing about Team Jacob and Team Edward, you're out of luck. Twilight Eclipse has broken the midnight box office record, earning more than $30 million at midnight screenings across the nation. The weekend box office projection is somewhere around $180 million, which would easily crush the previous weekend record of $158 million held by The Dark Knight. As of right now, it's past... Can I get through this story, people? Now, it's past the $68 million mark and climbing, which either proves that little girls are starved for entertainment or that they really like watching shirtless guys in short shorts running through the woods. I don't fall in either camp. I just really like Twilight. Don't judge me. The Black Eyed Peas may soon release a 3D concert film directed by James Cameron. Yes, you heard me correctly. Peas frontman will.i.am revealed to Vibe magazine that Cameron came up with a storyline for the film, which begs the question, hey, James, shouldn't you be working on a little film called Avatar 2? Please? And finally, in related That Seems Odd news, Judd Apatow is producing a new Pee Wee Herman movie. Variety is reporting that mixed reviews in the studio. Okay, Paul Rubens, who plays Pee Wee, will be co-writing the new film. Apparently, Apatow decided to jump on board after he attended one of Herman's sold-out comedy concerts earlier this year. It was actually a really good show, I hear. I didn't go, but I heard it was great.
You also like Twilight.
Hey.
Stab her! I'll hold her down. Get her.
I'm feeling so judged right now. I'm Kristen Adams, and you've just been fed, and I like Twilight. Back to those mean people over there. Nothing but love for you, Kristen. Nothing but love.
You said that like you're at like a Twihards Anonymous meeting. Like, I'm Kristen Adams, and I like Twilight.
Twilight, if Twilight beats Dark Knight, I will cry. I will probably cry. Tears
There's
on
no
live
hope
TV.
for humans. It's fine.
It's time
for another thing we found on the internet that was interesting. Yay! Today, we bring you a trippy animated music video by artist Anthony Francisco Shepard. 3 names. Set to Blockhead's psychedelic song, The Music Scene.
Don't do any hallucinogens before watching this, please.
Too late. It reminds me of that time I went to Six Flags, you know, the amusement park.
Right.
And I thought I saw Electric Jesus on The Riddler's Revenge. I had eaten a lot of taffy. Taffy.
No comment.
Yeah. Really, go watch the full video on the interwebs because it is a gorgeous music video. It actually has like a story and a message, believe it or not.
And monkeys. I saw monkeys in there.
And salvia-inspired visuals as well. So make sure you watch the whole thing. It's awesome.
All right, so right now it is time to get bent with the cast of The Last Airbender. Oh, you see what I did there? Huh?
Fart joke?
Yeah.
The anime that's taken the world by storm is brought to life by M. Night Shyamalan in The Last Airbender.
I always knew you returned.
An action-adventure film where the fate of the world lies in the hands of a boy with the power to control the elements.
For me, it all feels thematically the same thing. Conversations about faith, empowerment of kids, supernatural, and the culturally diverse backgrounds of the influences of the story is stuff that I got to put in lightly in all the other movies, and now I get to be overt about it.
You are the only one who can control all the elements.
It's set in a fantasy world split into 4 nations, and each one of these nations has the capability to harness a specific element.
I will stop them.
You may already be too late.
Basic rundowns kind of put me through 7 years of training in like 5 months.
My stunt guy, Stephen O'Hung, was just amazing.
There's a Fire Nation guard who does a kick that sends fire over their heads, and he actually does a 720. There's only 5 people in the world that can do this kick.
Every stunt scene we did, my adrenaline was just pumping and pumping and pumping. Sometimes there was fire involved, and you know, breaking pots and things.
We had a couple stuntmen in the hospital on the movie. These guys are so tough; they never say when they get hurt. And then you are right, and they can't remember their name, and you're like, get the ambulance. We made sure we had the time to get the shots right and really get every one of my thoughts out there and detail every single shot. There's the Master Paku fight where he has the two kind of tentacles of water and he kind of freezes somebody. I love that moment. There's Aang when he enters the battle for the first time and he kind of slides and comes in. And of course there's the big ending.
There are reasons each of us are born. We have to find those reasons.
earth, wind, water, fire. Combining all the elements, Shyamalan brings The Last Airbender to the big screen. Look at your man. Now back at me. Now look at our next guest. I'm on a horse.
Hello, ladies. How are you? Fantastic. Does your man look like me? No. Can he smell like me? Yes. Should he use Old Spice body wash? I don't know. Do you like the smell of adventure? Do you want a man who smells like he can bake you a gourmet cake in the dream kitchen he built for you with his own hands? Of course you do. Swan dive into the best night of your life. So, ladies, should your man smell like an Old Spice man? You tell me.
Please welcome the man you want to smell like. Isaiah Mustafa is here, everybody.
I'm on a hog.
Isaiah, I have 1,001 questions to ask. I'm a huge fan of your work because the commercials are one thing. They're incredible, but it's your energy that really brings them to life.
Thank you.
So I'm a huge fan. But not to get too awkward, can Allison smell you real quick?
Oh, come on over, yeah.
Yeah, just a one little.
Get a crack.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get in there. Get in there.
This is showtime, by the way.
Yep.
Oh God, it's so dreamy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Allison, you might be pregnant. You should leave.
I'm gonna go to the doctor right now.
Isaiah, these commercials are absolutely incredible. When did Old Spice come to you? Was it a casting agency? How did you actually get the
It was
role
a
to
random
be?
casting call.
Casting call.
Yeah,
You went out
and went out there and did my thing, and they liked it, thank God. And they actually, we just did one, and they didn't think we were going to do another one. And then everybody liked it so much that we just started doing more. So.
I was going to say, how could they not think
Yeah.
that? But with the time and energy that must go into making these commercials, I was hoping we could walk through this latest one because.
Oh, let's walk through it.
I have 1,001 questions. So let's start. Let's take a look at it. First of all, it's you. Where are you in this commercial? Is this an actual lake? Is this a soundstage?
I'm in bliss right now because I have a towel around me and nothing else. No, it's a little place called Valermo, California.
Okay.
It's right outside Palmdale.
And it is an actual lake or it's a soundstage?
It's an actual lake.
Okay, it's a lake. And you are obviously not in a towel here.
No.
These are prosthetic legs, right?
The two that split, yes,
Yeah.
those are prosthetics.
But you, and you are behind this screen.
Right.
Now, what were you standing on a log the entire time and not rolling, or
Right,
what?
I was standing on the log, and then I start log rolling as you see it like pull apart. Then I start log rolling, and it was freezing. Like one morning it was snowing there, like the water was cold. So
really,
it wasn't like it was like nice and sunny as you see. I mean, it was bright, but it was cold.
So you really have
Brisk.
to be a man to be the Old Spice man, then.
The man to
Yeah.
be the.
Oh, sorry. I sit corrected. You are on the hog, sir. So of course you do your Jesus walk across the water, which is must be a board under there or something.
Yes, there's a little plexiglass.
All right, let's go forward because this is okay. The cake, real cake, foam cake.
The cake was a real cake. Now you couldn't eat the cake, but it was a real
A
cake.
real cake.
Yes, there was two of them. So and it said "You're beautiful" on it.
And was there just like a guy on a ladder that was chucking it into you? Were they dropping it via helicopter?
There was an intricate thing that this guy had a remote to, and when he did it, like it'd make this air like, and like drop the cake. So I had to catch it in stride, and at first it was too high. So I asked him, "Could you lower it a little bit?" Because I was afraid that I'd be walking and it would just like hit me on the top of the head.
Pop you on the head, yeah.
So they lowered it, and every time it would just like hit me, and sometimes it would drop, you know. So
I love this is probably like bomb disposal technology that should be saving lives
Right.
now, but it's like, no, we really need an air compressor to drop this cake just right.
Exactly.
But you got it. And then, okay, now here's the thing that goes crazy. All right, so I get that there's a flat. Let's forward the commercial here. This is all fake here. That, right there, was that CG sawdust coming out?
No. That's a real circular saw there. It's, I don't suggest. A lot of people did. They did their own spoof, and they did the first commercial.
Right.
I don't suggest doing that with this one, please.
But I mean, so you have to in one take, right? This is all one take.
It's one shot, yes.
Okay, one shot. You have to walk, catch the cake, and actually use a power tool without severing one of your own limbs.
Yes.
And you did that.
Barefoot.
He is the man, my friends. He is the man. All right, so then get us to the waterfall jump here because you walk now.
Okay.
Is this isn't from the same lake, or this is from the same lake? Or?
It's all the same place. Like
Okay.
what they did is they built a man-made waterfall.
Of course
And
they
so,
would for deodorant commercial. Of course.
Yeah. So they built that there, and then as you see, I take my wonderful swan dive pose.
Right, and you defy gravity here. Let's go ahead. It's a very Copperfield-esque dive here.
Yes, look at that. Whoa.
Okay, so now you must have had a harness on and some wires or something, right?
Right, as they do with everyone who flies, they put a harness on.
Right. Wait, no, hold on. Save that. Let's roll back. So were you wearing a harness the entire time, or was that like a stop down? Let's get the harness on.
No. It's all continuous. So they had it on the whole time. You just can't see the wires.
They just paint out the wires.
Yeah. So then I get to the edge, and then I take that position.
All right. And you went into the tub in shorts.
Yes.
Went into the tub in shorts.
Yes.
The tub collapses.
Yes.
Pants. That would be denim.
Well, a magician never gives away his secrets. I would like to tell you how I got in those jeans, but I can't.
You're the David Blaine of deodorant.
Yeah.
CG, can you at least tell us, is it CG? Was it a prosthetic mold?
I'll tell you this much. I was wearing those jeans. It was not a prosthetic mold. I was wearing those jeans. So.
At some point, when will you write the tell-all book about this shoot that lets us know?
20 years from now, when the Old Spice is, I was wearing jeans back then.
And is that you smoking rolled up millions?
Right.
Because,
No.
I mean, you must have wheelbarrows of cash sitting at your house now from these commercials, right?
I wish there was wheelbarrows. There's more like one of those, what's it called, those little carts.
Ziploc bags?
No, Ziploc. No, that's filled with something else.
Old Spice body wash, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I figured. Let's watch it one more time because I can't get enough of it. And just if there's anything we missed, how many takes was this for you guys?
Around 36, 37, something like that.
36, 37 takes over multiple days.
Yes. Actually, no. Over one day. They took a lot of days to build the set.
But
the final day, it was just.
And I look at this and I go, okay, all of this must have been challenging. Obviously, using the power saw with the bare feet with the cake.
Right.
What was, in your opinion, the hardest part of this?
This part right there.
Right.
It was the coldest water in the world. It was so cold. And having to like actual talk after that was the hard part.
And was that all you were doing that dialogue in one take? That wasn't you in a VO booth doing that?
No, that's me talking the whole time.
I got to tell you, it's some of my favorite commercials, man.
You're
incredible in it too.
Thank you, guys.
Any plans to do more?
There may be something else coming soon.
All right. And what about for you personally, aside from the Old Spice?
Well, I'm working on a movie starting Monday called Free Enterprise 2. It's a sequel to the cult classic Free Enterprise.
Yeah.
About comic books and
Very cool.
Because I'm a comic junkie myself.
I was gonna say you're a comic guy, you're a video game guy as well. We didn't get a chance to even dive into that. So
but I will say this. Please get this thing going. I want to be Luke Cage. Okay. I want to be Luke Cage.
No, he really wants to be Luke Cage. You made a mood board.
Yes, I made a dream board of it and put my face on the comic. I said, I want to be Luke Cage.
That is the secret, in effect, right there, my friend. So get online, start a petition. How can they find you on Twitter, Isaiah?
Isaiah Mustafa.
Isaiah Mustafa, twitter.com. There it is right there on the screen. Isaiah Mustafa in the studio. Brilliant. Absolute pleasure to have you on. Thank you, guys. Follow Isaiah again, Twitter, Isaiah Mustafa, and you can catch his commercials at oldspice.com. But now let's go over to Allison.
Isaiah can always be my Luke Cage.
Sweet Christmas.
I don't know what just happened back there, but I liked it. All right, it's almost Comic-Con time again. The sights, the sounds, the smells. Oh, Jesus, the smells. Not sure San Diego Comic-Con is already sold out, but don't worry, G4 will take you inside the biggest pop culture event of the year. No waiting in line, no getting the nerd flu, and no fighting your way through the stupid twihards. Damn twihards. Comic-Con 2010 Live is coming July 24th with 4 hours of live coverage. Go to g4tv.com/Comic-Con for more info. Stay tuned. We're going gaming with the troops, Wii Edition.
For its usefulness in physical therapy, and it's actually part of the standard operating procedure at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington, D.C.
Yes, and today we are playing EA Sports Active against the Wounded Warriors to see who's the best fake badass. It's gonna be me.
You?
Fall in for Gaming with the Troops.
Connecting with our troops halfway around the world is something we all want to do, and the Pro vs. G.I. Joe organization brings us closer than ever before. Pro vs. G.I. Joe sets up real-time video game competitions between celebrities and our troops via the internet. Soldiers get a little taste of home and get to kick some ass in the process.
As soon as I get the stick in my hand, you get it.
Over the last 3 years, Pro vs. G.I. Joe has traveled the world, uniting troops and their families. Today, we're proud to be a part of their latest endeavor, rehabbing with the troops. At the Walter Reed Medical Center in Washington, D.C., our wounded warriors are recovering from injuries sustained in Iraq and Afghanistan. And what better way to do that than getting active with a Nintendo Wii? Whether jogging, stretching, or boxing, these soldiers truly get the most out of their games. So now that we know where we're playing, let's meet who we're playing. It's time for Gaming with the Troops.
We were born for this.
And joining us now from the Green Turtle Sports Bar in Washington, D.C., the Wounded Warriors from the Walter Reed Army Medical Center. Hello, gentlemen. Yeah! You also were equally as excited when I said that Allison will gladly bang anything in camouflage.
I will.
So excited that, can you show our viewers what you did?
Camouflage.
Camouflage.
Yeah.
That was quick. That was some strategic thinking.
I'm telling you, the
there.
best and brightest minds, folks. What do you guys do for fun in D.C. besides go to sports bars and play Wii?
Well, if we don't go to sports bar and we play Wii, we play sports. What else do we do, guys? Wheelchair basketball. Wheelchair basketball. We scuba dive. We scuba dive.
What?
Go to any sporting event we can go to. Go to the Redskins game and watch them lose.
Yep, that happens there. That's
That
for
does.
sure. All right, so you guys have been participating in season 1 of Rehabbing with the Troops. So what is that? What are the challenges like when you're playing EA Sports Active games and things like that?
Season 1 is pretty much just the beginning. There's about 20 of us. They gave us a Wii Active to work out on, and they're keeping track of how often we do it and how many times we do it and who's burning the most, who's accomplishing the most, who's tweeting the most, stuff like that.
And I'm assuming you guys end up playing Wii Sports Tennis a lot and doing shots when you win. Is that what really happens now that you have a Nintendo Wii?
Yes, it is. And we're trying to configure it into a beer pong matches with the tennis. So we're trying to get that all straightened out, but it's a slow process.
I can't speak for Electronic Arts, but I appreciate your honesty on that answer.
Right.
I'm sure EA loves it
That's
too,
awesome.
but thanks for that. Do you guys actually get a bit of a serious question? Do you actually see a benefit from rehabbing, with EA Sports and using the Wii and your physical rehabilitation? Does that actually work out for you guys?
For me personally, it does. Being a single below knee amputee on my left leg, I mean, I can run in place now and do squats and stuff like that.
That's cool.
That's
That's
great.
good. Yeah.
There's a lot of squatting and lunging in EA Sports Active. I definitely know that.
Yeah, we like to kid. It's fun in games, but that's really cool that it's providing an actual benefit for you guys. In fact, we have EA Sports Active here, so in the spirit of rehabbing with you guys, Allison is going to try to crush you and demolish you and belittle you at the heavy bag challenge. So here's how it's going to go down. The first person to hit the heavy bag 400 times will win.
All right.
And it's not just holding two Wiimotes or the Wiimote and the nunchuck.
Oh, no.
You actually have weighted gloves. So Allison is going to do this, and I will play trainer and encourage her throughout the process.
Okay, ready?
Count it down.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hit that bag.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
We're at 50 on this end. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get some more. Come on, Allison. Get in there. Refresh. You've got to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Stay focused. Get in there. 110. I have no idea what's going on. We're all punching over there. Get in there. Any more hydration? More hydration. Get in there. Get it down, Allison. Get it down. You got it. Come on. Oh, that was down to the wire. That was down to the wire. Oh my God. I was so close.
You look like you're sweating.
Believe it or not, Kevin just dumped an entire bottle of water on me. That's all.
She did good. I'm proud of my hay slip. She did good. That's 400 punches. Do we have a verdict? Do we have a verdict? Was anybody paying attention? Oh, I'm sorry, boys. We just got the finger pointed our way. It looks like we are the winners.
No. Steelers.
Listen, it's all right. It was a pleasure to absolutely destroy you guys. I'm proud of my girl Hayslip here.
Yes.
She done well.
It was awesome.
That was good.
See you guys later. Adios, man.
Always a pleasure.
Now,
Thank you for having us.
If you want to win these gloves and actually watch the founder of Rehabbing with the Troops take on one of the Wounded Warriors live, go to woundedwarriorarena.org. Thanks again, guys. We appreciate your participation there. That was fun. Alrighty, stay tuned when Allison gets back from drying off. We've got ourselves a good old boy epic fail. Stick around. Woo. Testify! Coming up tomorrow on AOTS, we'll meet Austin-based comedian Zach Anner, who's trying to get his own show on Oprah's new network using the power of online voting. Then Weston Scott heads to the Mustang Ranch to ride rock-climbing cars. And Chris Gore sits in a hot tub and reviews The Crazies, Hot Tub Time Machine, and more in DV Tuesday. See it tomorrow.
Relatively dry, Mr. Pereira. That was not part of the deal, by the way.
Could we get the squirt bottle back? Because I'm
No.
wondering what the next. I wonder what the next outfit would be.
No. I know, I just get like hotter and sexier. Whatevs. All right, it's time for today's epic fail.
I was kind of hoping you'd be like one of those sponges that you water and then you balloon up like a dinosaur. We know that as Grandpa gets older, his mobility becomes more and more of an issue. We get it.
But this is not the way to transport him. Okay, wait, I'm pretty sure that old dude was dead. Like, just like the ant in National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh, yeah. On the plus side, though, they do get to drive in the carpool lane now, so.
There you go.
Fail him. Thanks to the troops of Walter Reed. Thanks to Isaiah Mustafa. And thanks